What's up, YouTubers? Chris Wachowski here. This week we are coming at you live from the action in Nola. I unfortunately was not able to make it down. I am headed up north to Canada to escape this horrible presidential election. I want you to comment below what ninja you think will be the best presidential candidate as a little bit of fun for this week.
I'll give blood, sweat, and tears to reach my goal. I'm focused now, remain in complete control. I know it's mind over matter, I ain't feeling no pain. Go hard or go home, man, this isn't a game. This is what I live for, the very reason I train. So when they speak about the breaks, they can mention my name, and I can say I'm a ninja. I'm a ninja.
So let's dive right into the action. With the girl side of things, we had Kim Wenches coming in third place. Kim had an awesome run. Let's take a look at it.
So Kim took a cautious approach on the steps. You can see her grabbing over the top, making her way through at a nice even pace. It was a very tricky one. I like the way they have the steps set up. Now this is another obstacle I really like. You can see Kim shaking a little bit here, finding a little bit tough to balance. But moving through, you have to change directions, a little different variation of the seesaw obstacle right there, making it, just a touch harder. And this next obstacle I really liked. Instead of actually rolling the pipe slider, you had to push it. You can see Kim really working hard there. And then Kim just couldn't quite get the wall, so that's where her run ended.
Second place, we had Grace Sims. Her run was unfortunately cut short, but we were able to salvage some clips from it. So you can check out this real quick clip. That's all that we were able to get from her run, but awesome job getting there.
So this is what we were able to salvage from Grace's run. You can see her on the laches. You can see taking her time, getting a nice big swing. She looked like she was doing really good, and she actually looked really strong. She had a nice strong catch there. But then there was the dismount, and you couldn't see it, but she was not able to make it.
Coming in first place, again, this girl is dominating the scene. Rachel Brown, can you believe it? The youngster coming in clutch again.
Rachel Brown has been super impressive all season. You can see her here on the second obstacle. She's making her way with the grip slings. She has a nice clean approach, using them to kind of work her way through this obstacle. Now this obstacle was a little bit slower because it required a lot of kind of like ninja skills getting that over the bar, but it's still a very cool obstacle. Now moving on, Rachel, she's got in the 14-foot wall straight up. This time they had a little ring in Nola. It was really cool to see her get it again though. Such an impressive feat for such a small young girl. Now here we see a little bit of parkour in the course, which of course I'm gonna love. Now the fancy footwork here moving through this obstacle. Now right here is where it gets pretty tricky. Rachel has to do the salmon ladder through this series of cones, but you can see she's developed a really nice kip technique that gets her way up and uses her, throwing her body weight up to kind of force that bar up. A really impressive technique there by Rachel. And now moving through here, you can see her, making her way through the cones, doing a really good job. It's a really tough one. This vertical grip's hard, but good job, Rachel.
For the guy side of the action, we had third place finisher Bobby Zavala.
So this is Bobby's second comp. He recently qualified at Core Complex. You can see him here working his way through the balance. He usually has to take his time. Quick shoe notice, he's got the fresh foams on, really great shoe. Now again with the parkour stuff, I absolutely love seeing parkour mixed in some ninja stuff. The balance obstacle, again, Bobby taking a really slow approach. I was really impressed that he went this slow on that type of obstacle. You'd think he'd want to run through it and get it done with, but excellent job there, making it happen anyway. And then Bobby looking a little slower than usual on the salmon ladder, but getting it done. And then the same spot that his student Rachel Brown went out on, Bobby is seen struggling. He's having a little trouble getting through these nunchucks. I think he's a little winded from some of the upper body earlier on in the course. And he's finished right here.
Coming in second place, we had James Bennett.
So James Bennett is an athlete that I am not super familiar with. You can see him here on the pipe slider. Well, I'm not even sure what you call it. It's a rumbling dice pipe slider obstacle. You can see him struggling to get it going. Looks like he got to crook it quite a few times, making that obstacle quite difficult. And then moving on through this little ledge traverse, you can see he's making good times, got a lot of speed going into that. And then, using the leg spread to kind of go into this little tiny catback. And now this is the obstacle we've seen just about everybody fail that's reached it so far. But he is looking super strong, much more fresh than the other athletes. You can see making his way up to the top. Good job there. He looks a little tired though going into this final obstacle. Well, sorry, not quite the final obstacle, but one of the last obstacles, and he's having, you can see the struggle in his eyes, and you know, he's not quite gonna get it. He's gonna try to shake out, but definitely struggling quite a bit. You can see it in his face, and he just isn't able to do it.
And then coming in first place, we have Briggs Snider. Let's check out his run.
So first place was Briggs Snider. Bobby Zavala had vouched for him, and with good reason. This guy is moving at an incredible rate throughout the entire course. You can see him here. He is just attacking this obstacle. He's moving super fast. He looks like a maniac going through this course. And then again, using the quick feed on the little balance thing. Now moving on to the obstacle where James went out, you can see a completely different approach where James was pretty straight arm. Briggs right here is using his lock-off strength to actually move much quicker through this obstacle. He was using bent arms early on, getting him through nice and fast, and you can see, you know, using that lock-off strength to be able to lock in and move quickly through this board. Now, moving on to the last obstacle, you can barely see what happens, but he ended up going down.
So that is it for Nola. It was an awesome comp, a lot of really unique obstacles. This weekend we're going to be at Pinnacle Parkour Academy in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can check out that action. As always, I'm Chris Wachowski, and peace out, my glib globs.